Titans free agent rumors. Let's get right into it. Starting with, could they sign Orlando Brown? Well, according to ESPN, who just released an article suggesting one player every team must sign, the Titans must sign Orlando Brown. And I'm going to keep telling you about him and a couple other free agents. But first, I got to let you guys know, I heard some whispers around the office that on March 15th, we might be going subscriber only, which means if you're not subscribed, you won't be able to see the videos that we put out on the Titans daily. So do yourself a favor, make sure you go down and hit that sub button. So if we do go subscriber only, you're a part of the fam still. All right, moving on. Orlando Brown. So why sign Brown? Well, the Titans need a left tackle after releasing Taylor Lewan. They need a good left tackle after releasing Taylor Lewan. It's important that they start to build a foundation, and I think Orlando Brown could be a big building block for the Titans to reach success again, to hopefully see the postseason again. And, I mean, he's ranked the top free agent in 2023 by ESPN's Matt Bowen. So those are just a few reasons that it might be worth looking into signing Orlando Brown. Not to mention the depth chart just ain't doing it, Chief. The Titans finished 30th in pressure rating in 2022. And we'll just go through some of the guys on this depth chart. Ben Jones is 34. Could be cut for cap savings. Davis is a free agent. He should be re-signed for sure. Other than that, Dennis Daly led the entire league in blown blocks with 51, and Aaron Brewer was in the top 10 in blown blocks among guards with 34. So, I don't know that you continue to rock with these guys. It is a no-brainer that you've got to bring somebody else in to do the job, to get things going, to kind of mesh that front seven. I think Orlando Brown is absolutely a guy that could do that. Look at his PFF grades. You've seen him improve from 2021 to 2022. Overall, he went from 75.4 to 75.8 grade according to PFF. His pass blocking got better, 76.1 in 2021 to 77.2. And again, these are small jumps, but they're still jumps. They count for something. Run blocking grade, 67 to 69.1. Great. Sacks kind of stayed the same, and then he went down on the penalties. So these, again, consistency. You saw the growth from 2021 to 2022. He did a great job with the Chiefs. I'm actually surprised that they aren't bringing him back, but they didn't kind of take the step already. Brown would be ideal, but here's the kicker. He is expensive. We know that the Titans are doing what they can to clear some cap space to be able to make the moves that they need to make during the offseason. But is it going to be enough to get a guy like Orlando Brown? Or do you look elsewhere in free agency with guys like Mike McGlinchey? Or do you draft? We've talked about Paris Johnson, Peter Skoronski, and that's what it looks like that 11th overall pick is going to be used for. But I think it's worth looking to Orlando Brown. At least just look at him. Should the Titans sign Orlando Brown? Should they just figure it out and worry about the money later and make sure that he's on their roster? Maybe so. Type S for sign, type P for pass if you want to see Orlando Brown in a Titans uniform. Next guy up, Jakobi Meyers. Should the Titans make a move for Meyers? Well, ESPN had a bold offseason prediction or move that all 32 teams should make, and this is who they had for the Titans, Jakobi Meyers. And when I say bold move, that is a bold move, but he would benefit this wide receiver room. Look, it's not out of pocket to say that this was one of the worst, if not the worst, receiving core in the league. They finished 28th in scoring, and to put it into context, Robert Woods led the way with 527 yards and 2 touchdowns on 53 receptions. Your top receiver should not be at 500 yards and 2 touchdowns on the season. He's cut, but you've got to fill his place. Jakobi Meyers could do that. He's led the Patriots in receiving yards each of his last 3 seasons. He does work best out of the slot, but he's able to play outside. He was an undrafted free agent and became the Patriots' leading receiver. That tells you what his work ethic is like and how dedicated and willing to kind of do the damn thing he is. And he'd be an ideal leader in a receiving room looking for Traylon Burks and Kyle Phillips to step up in their second year. So I think absolutely this is somebody you should look at, but the problem is, because there's a problem with every free agent, will the Patriots let him walk? Ironically enough, there haven't been very many conversations, or they're not close to sealing a deal with Jakobi Meyers. That's the word on the street. So there's potential there. If I were the Patriots and my leading receiver was going into free agency, who has shown that he is increasing his workload and doing well season after season, I think I'm trying to make a deal, but it does not sound like they are close to making a deal. So he could be up for grabs on March 15th when free agency starts. And I'm going to get to one more free agent the Titans should look at. But before I do, we got to talk about the draft a little bit. And if you love the draft, you're tired of free agency, I have the place for you. Chat Sports just started a new NFL draft channel. That's right, all things draft, analysis, mock drafts, rumors for all 32 teams. So if you want to keep up with not just what the Titans are going to do in the draft, but the entire league, every team in the league, this is exactly where you need to be. Go subscribe to youtube.com/chatnfl, and we will keep you covered all the way up to the draft. Through the draft, you won't miss a beat. Finally, the last free agent on this list, kind of a little bit of a sleeper. I don't think his name has been brought up much with Tennessee Titan talk, but Foster Moreau, NFL.com, suggested that maybe the Titans should look into a tight end, and they're not wrong. That absolutely could help this offense. At this point, I think anything could help the offense, but Foster Moreau could be an answer here. He's a little bit of an under-the-radar player, but he's shown that he can be counted on, and he's coming off of a career year. Again, Austin Hooper himself is a free agent, so that whether you sign Austin Hooper and bring in Foster Moreau is a question on the table. You look at the production, and it's pretty ballpark, very similar. Foster Moreau played 2 less games this past season. He had 33 receptions versus Hooper's 41, 420 yards versus Hooper's 444, but he averaged more yards per catch, or 12.7, to 10.8. Each had 2 touchdowns. Now, the reason that I say that this might be a move worth making is because Mike Vrabel has said they want a younger roster, and Foster Moreau is younger. He has shown that he is reliable. Again, a little bit of a quieter, under-the-radar player, but if you've got a guy who, okay, he plays under the radar, fine. He's proven to be a nice run after catch producer, meaning after the catch, he's able to do some damage still, and that would help this offense to have whoever is under center be able to rely on their tight end. Hey, that sounds like a deal to me, but is Austin Hooper just, is it a lateral move? I don't know. I think Foster Moreau might be the right move just solely because Mike Vrabel wants to get younger. But you guys let me know in the comment section if you think the switch is worth making and you want to see Foster Moreau in Tennessee. Type FM. If you want to rock and roll with Austin Hooper one more year or a couple more years, let me know. Type AH. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out if we go sub only, and we'll see y'all later.